Well, we're going to go to politics now in my exclusive interview with Michelle Obama. The wife of presidential candidate Barack Obama went on the record about her husband, her family, and her involvement with the campaign. How would you characterize your role in the marriage in terms of advising on politics and policy?
Yeah, I think the best way to characterize it is that I'm a big picture values kind of person. I do know what I believe in. I do know what makes sense. I know common sense, and I know when things are not right or fair.
Given the debate over whether he's been too passive when it comes to Hillary Clinton, he's gotten a lot of unsolicited advice on this. What has Michelle's advice been?
Yeah, no, we definitely talked about it. We talked about this before we entered the race, because our view is that we're not doing this to win, and you can't win at all costs. And sometimes that's what politics has become. That's what the press is sort of saying. If you want to win, you got to kill her. You got to rip her apart. Well, if that's the only way you can win, which we don't believe is the case, if that's all politics is, if we've digressed as a society to a point where that's the only way we can work out issues with people, and no wonder we're such a divided country. And if Barack wants to be a different kind of leader, then his approach to victory has to be different.
The polls are showing your husband is trailing Hillary 46% to 37% in the African American community. Mm-hmm. What's going on here?
First of all, I think that's not going to hold. I'm completely confident. Black America will wake up and get it. But what we're dealing with in the black community is just the natural fear of possibility.
It's interesting you say that, excuse me, because the stewardess yesterday, 52-year-old African American, and I asked her if she was interested in Barack Obama, if she would vote for him. And she said like this, she said, I don't think so, because he probably can't win because he's black.
That's right. That's right. That's the psychology that's going on in our heads, in our souls, and I understand it. I know where it comes from, and I think that it's one of the horrible legacies of racism and discrimination and oppression. It keeps a people down in their souls in a way that, where they sometimes can't move beyond it.
What do you tell your girls about what Daddy is doing? I guess about why this is so important, because it's got to be a lot of work for them.
Yeah. Well, we've tried not to let this campaign interfere with their lives. So, they're at the age where we don't talk about it a lot. We let the conversation happen. We allow them to come in and out of the campaign as they choose. So if they want to come somewhere and they're free, they come. But usually they want to stay in their world, in their lives. They want to be with their friends, and we allow that to happen.
So you try and give them an element of choice.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So they don't feel like this process is taking over their lives.
I'd like to ask you about the status of your career at this point, because you've cut back, if I've read correctly, to 20% of your job.
Yeah. It's difficult when you've got a senior level position and you're working on pretty major projects just to walk away completely.
Given the fact that this could be one of the most challenging times of your lives for your family, why you wouldn't just take leave?
I don't want to pretend like this isn't any different, but I have spent my entire adult life as a professional, as a mother, juggling, balancing so many different hats and personalities that, you sort of add one more on there. It's like, okay, I can do that too.
Your mother is a great deal of help to you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, this wouldn't be possible without her. I mean, obviously, I have relied on some form of help throughout my kids' lifetime. But, there's nothing like your mom. I leave assured that I've got somebody there who deeply loves my girls and understands the values that, we're trying to impart. So even if she lets them stay up a little bit later than I might, and might let them not finish their vegetables every night, there's still a certain expectation of who she wants them to be, and you know, she shares those beliefs with me and Barack, so I am confident that they're getting what they need, and, you know, there's nothing like it.
No, there isn't. And for the record, I have two brothers. One is working with the Obama campaign, and the other is a Republican who is working on the Republican side. So there you go.